First Date Follow-Up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
Andy is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and he's getting ghosted by a girl named Serena. So in a few minutes, we're going to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting her and maybe get him another date. But first, Andy, how long has it been since you heard from Serena?
It's been 2 weeks.
Have you been counting?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
That's so frustrating.
Yeah.
Have you reached out to her?
Yeah, I've reached out. I've sent her some texts and stuff, but yeah, I haven't heard anything back.
Why don't you go back and tell us about the date? How did you meet her?
So we met on Bumble, and we spent a few weeks talking and FaceTiming before we actually met up the first time.
Okay.
So it's like I feel like we got to know each other a little bit. We eventually planned to meet at a cafe that we both are into, and we were going to do a bike ride and drinks later and stuff. And I was really excited to meet her in person. But, yeah, she never ended up being able to show up.
Oh, so did you not actually have the date?
No, actually, because about 20 minutes before, I was, I'd been sitting waiting at the coffee shop, and she sent me a text that her dog was sick or eating something, got sick. So she needed to take him to the vet, and it never ended up happening. And I was really excited. Like, I ended up wearing a T-shirt, these plaid shorts, and sneakers that she was kind of like telling me to wear beforehand so that she could find me. But I was happy.
You were happy. So she told you what to wear. You guys planned this whole date, and then so her dog got sick. Did she ever give you an update on her dog? Like, what happened with that? After
that, yeah, I honestly haven't really heard. So that's where, I'm trying to figure it out.
So how did you respond to that text?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. No, when she sent me that, that's okay. So I responded I just kind of said bummer, and I said hope your dog is okay, because I was really sad at the time. But I don't know. I've looked back and I've read that text a million times, and I feel like maybe I wasn't a little cold.
Would she have expected you to say more?
Maybe I should offer to go with her.
So has anything happened then between that text message and maybe all of those FaceTimes? Like if you're talking for the past couple weeks, you kind of start to build. What is it about her that makes you want to see her again? Like if this girl just disappears, don't you kind of feel like screw you then?
Yeah, I mean, I think she's, first of all, beautiful, and I felt like our personalities kind of balanced each other out, and she seems like she knows once, and I'm happy to give that to her. So.
Okay.
And so she just ghosted you basically for the date. Like she didn't show up and then hasn't responded to you since, saying that she couldn't make it because her dog was sick.
Right. And yeah, again, I don't know if I just responded wrong at the time. It wasn't, nice enough, but hopefully we can get it worked out.
I mean, what if something really bad happened to her dog?
That's also a concern of mine too.
Yeah. I don't know, would I be mad at a bummer? If somebody responds bummer if your dog's sick, I mean, maybe I would have been like, okay.
Maybe, yeah, you know what? Maybe that's it. She's like, bummer is more than a bummer.
Seriously? Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
All right, Andy. Well, we'll try to figure it out. We'll play a song and then come back and call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting you and maybe get you another date, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, we'll get your first date follow-up next. Right in the middle of today's first date follow-up, if you're just joining us, Andy is on the phone and he's getting ghosted by Serena. So in a second, we're going to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But first, Andy, why don't you catch everybody up on your situation?
Yeah, so I met Serena on Bumble. We spent a few weeks talking, FaceTiming before we finally met, or planned to meet up in person. And then during that time, I wore a T-shirt, plaid shorts, white shoes that she told me to pick out. I was waiting for her, and I got a text that said her dog was sick and that she needed to take him to the vet. So the date never happened, and I haven't heard from her since. And
it might be because he responded, bummer.
It could be. All right. Andy, are you ready to call her?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Serena, please?
Yeah.
Hi, Serena. My name is Jubal. I host a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Serena. I'm Nina. The whole show's here.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
How are you?
Hi. I'm good.
We're calling you today because we got an email about you from somebody who listens to the show, and they wanted us to call you.
Okay.
So we do a segment on the show. It's called the First Date Follow-Up. What that is if you go out on a date with somebody and then you end up ghosting them, they can ask us to get you on the phone and ask why you're ghosting them. So a dude named Andy emailed us. He told us about your date. Well, the date that didn't happen, and then asked if we could call you and ask why you ghosted him.
Wow. That's really cute. You know, he went that far to like see what happens.
So you think it's cute?
Is your dog okay?
No. I just didn't. He's just not what I thought he would be. And
The dog?
Is your dog okay?
no, Andy.
Do you have a dog even?
Oh no.
Well, I mean, we chatted for a while on Bumble. It was nice getting to know him and everything, but yeah, and he also like. I actually don't have a dog.
Okay, I figured that's where it was going.
Yeah,
Thank you for your honesty.
Yeah, so when I walked up to go to the date that we didn't go on, I just saw him sitting there like a puppy dog. He had like a rose and some dirty white sneakers, and I'm just like, I'm not bougie, but how a man keeps up his sneakers just kind of says a lot about him, you know?
So it's the dirty shoes?
Yeah, just like, I don't know. Just, it wasn't, he didn't look like he did in the pictures.
Wait, but he had a rose there for you, Serena?
Yeah, but he just like was just sitting there like a sad puppy dog. So like it just like, I don't know, it just wasn't, no.
You felt like you could bulldoze him. I mean, sometimes that's a thing. I mean, it sounds a little shallow, but sometimes you know if you're gonna like be too much for somebody.
Yeah. And if I did have a dog and he replied, bummer, or your dog's sick, like, come on.
Okay. So it was because he was sitting like a puppy dog and he had dirty sneakers.
Mm-hmm.
So what did dirty sneakers say about a man to you?
I mean, come on, it's a first date. If you can't like clean your shoes or like wear some, like, come on, like.
Was it a nice, like, fancy restaurant that y'all were going to?
I mean, it wasn't a fancy restaurant. It was just like a cafe, but still, come on, just at least wash your shoes or buy a new pair on a first date.
I get presenting yourself nicely. I mean, you don't have to go as far as buy new shoes, but I mean, keeping them, you know. Jubal, do you think about that?
I do. I try not to wear dirty shoes if I go places, but I also, but I'm one of those people that always wants, tries to clean my shoes and stuff too.
Right.
Some people don't care though.
I mean, well, I care. And he was just sitting there with like a rose, like not even like a bouquet, just like a rose. Come on now. He was like really wimpy, you know?
Okay. Thank you for telling us. And now, Serena, I'll let you know that Andy is actually on the phone listening and wants to talk to you.
What? Seriously? Wow.
I'm a wimp because I had dirty shoes and a rose. You lied about having a sick dog.
Well, I mean...
I was wearing what you told me to wear.
I didn't tell you to wear dirty shoes. And, come on, first impressions are kind of big.
I went out and bought a new shirt and plaid shorts because I didn't have any. I wasn't thinking about my shoes. I'm sorry.
Well, that's a bummer.
So you saw me sitting there, and instead of coming up to me and saying anything like an adult, you just walked away and lied about having a dog that was sick? And you're saying that I'm a wimp?
No. Yeah, I mean, a little bit. I mean, you don't even look like your pictures, so...
You know what? You didn't look like your pictures either. You didn't look evil.
Well, I think now is the appropriate time to ask. Serena, would you like to go on another date with Andy? We'll pay for it.
No, thank you. No. But good luck, though. I wish you the best.
Andy, somebody's going to appreciate your rose.
Thank you. I think I'm dodging a bullet. You know what? Well, I'll pay attention to if you ever do end up getting a dog, and I'm going to call ASPCA on you because, you shouldn't be owning an animal.
Jubal's first date follow-up.